Hey guys, what's going on? It's RVA Productions. Okay, I'm trying to fucking do the intro.
Remember when Lex was trying to do the toast?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. All right.
And your fucking ass.
Yeah, hold up.
Oh god.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's RVA Productions. I'm here for another podcast. It's been a while, but I am joined by my co-host today, RVA Domitius, aka Pete, RVA Fury, aka
Hola.
Stevie, and RVA Redemption, aka Isaiah. We're going to talk about a few things today. Before we get into that, if you want to follow us on social media, follow at RVA Gaming. My handle on Twitter is at ProductionsRVA. Pete, if you want to give them your handle or whatever you want to be followed on.
Nah, that's alright.
Alright. Stevie?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter. It is at Stevie Yancey.
Oh, you're not going to use your RVA Fury one?
Links in the description.
I don't know if there will be a link in the description.
I don't have anything on there yet.
True. And Isaiah, do you want them to... You have somewhere they want to be follows?
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at RVA Redemption.
Alright.
Links in the description.
Also, if you want to get in contact with us, hang out, chat with us, and even potentially be a mod in our Discord, join it.
My number is 434.
Okay.
Hit me up,
Our Discord will be in the description as well. If you go to the RVA Gaming Twitter, you will see a tweet announcing it. Now, I guess we can go ahead and get right in. It's been a while. I believe our last podcast was July 1st. And I think we had a video come out either the week after or 2 weeks after the week of July 4th. That makes sense. And since then, there hasn't been any traffic on the RVA Gaming channel other than the montage that I think I put up, 2-3 weeks ago now? I think 3 weeks ago.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, it's been a while. And that whole montage was a spur of the moment. I edited it, maybe 15 hours worth of editing. With
what
over
about
2 days. Yeah.
Human Fall Flat.
Alright, I'm gonna get into that though. So the RVA Gaming channel, as many of you probably don't know, is the community channel where we try to upload challenges, podcasts, stuff where it's involving all of us. And but where I have been uploading is on my personal channel. If you look at RVA Productions, you can either search it or it's in the channel's link on the RVA Gaming channel where you're watching this. I've been uploading, I don't want to say on a schedule, but pretty regularly. I haven't uploaded in the last probably a week and a half, 2 weeks, because I've been traveling and sick this last week. But we're going to get into what to expect later from that channel and whatnot. But yeah, where have we been? We've all been doing our own thing. I've been doing classes. Yeah. Everyone's at their respective schools in RVA.
Mine's
except
not
for
respective. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's not what it meant, but okay. But yeah, we've all just been busy with classwork, and none of us are together, so we can't record for the RVA Gaming channel other than podcasts. And even then, it's been tough to get everyone on because some of us, we all have different schedules, But yeah.
And on the weekend when we're free, we're
Okay. Yeah. And doing other things and football, and this is the third weekend in a row I'm going to be out of town. I've been in DC 2 weeks ago. Last weekend I was in Tennessee, and this weekend I'll be in Harrisonburg. So busy lifestyle for sure. Next topic, songs of the week. I'll go first, so everyone, if they don't have one yet, they have a little bit extra time. My song of the week, it's been out for a while, since the summer, but I just saw the music video for it, and it was very creative and different when it came to the editing and video camera work. But it's by Boss, the same artist that I did my last song of the week by, and it's called Fragrance. So I would definitely look that up. He's a rapper from, I believe, Brooklyn, signed to Dreamville under J. Cole. So I'd check that out if I were you. especially the music video. Pete, you want to go next?
I mean, I don't know. I've been listening to this guy on YouTube, Hobo Johnson, and
Hobo
his
Johnson.
stuff is different. Yeah.
How so?
I don't know.
How different?
That's his name, bro. I don't know. He calls himself a musician, and he doesn't call himself a rapper.
Yeah.
But his style is kind of, I don't know, it's unique, to say the least. He based a lot of his music off the stuff that's going on in his life. So,
All right. Stevie, you got a song? Wait, are you just doing the artist in general, Pete, by the way? Sorry.
yeah.
Alright.
There's a few songs that are
Alright.
pretty swell.
All right, Hunter, you're doing the same
Just
thing
look
he
'em up.
did last time. Check out Juice WRLD's whole album. All right. He's like, I don't really have a song, but I have an album. Juice WRLD, Good Riddance and Goodbyes by Juice WRLD. You should just go check it out. Like no one knows who Juice WRLD is. All right, Stevie, you got a song or an artist?
Yeah, it's a little not as well known.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's kind of popular. It's Kamikaze by Lil Mosey.
Okay. Oh, I fuck with Lil Mosey. See, I was thinking about doing Yappa by Lil Mosey. I fucks with
Yappa.
Yappa.
Kamikaze is amazing.
Yeah, didn't he just come up with a music video for that too? I haven't seen it.
He may have.
I think he did. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was under Cole Bennett.
Cole Bennett's amazing.
I was gonna say Cole Bennett or World Star. I think Cole Bennett for sure. Not even a contest.
Cole Bennett, his edits are ridiculous.
I know.
Bro, them jokes are crazy.
Like the editor in me from like me making my videos. I aspire to make edits like him because they are just so phenomenal and crazy, and I want to know how the hell he does them. I saw I saw a tutorial the other day on how to do on X's sad music video when it like it spins into his eye.
Yeah.
I saw like a whole tutorial on how to do that, and I thought that was pretty neat. But I don't have the camera equipment for that shit. I have the editing ability, not the camera equipment. So,
I got you.
Yeah, Isaiah, do you have a song?
What? I did till Stevie stole it. Kamikaze by Lil Mosey.
You gotta be ready for anything.
There's a whole album of Future and Juice WRLD to choose from.
That's true. That's true.
Come on.
True. But I've only listened to like 3 songs on there.
Yeah, I honestly,
I've listened
I think
to
he
all-
said China. Fine China.
yeah, Fine China. Was it Real and Real? I think. Is that what it was?
Reeler and Reeler.
Yeah, Reeler and Reeler, and then
Hard Work Pays Off.
Issues.
Astronauts. Issues amazing.
But like the album, in all honesty, like as a huge fan of Juice WRLD, the album was kind of underwhelming for me.
They're two different styles.
Exactly.
I didn't imagine them.
Because Juice is more melodical.
Yeah, that's a crazy
Juice is
style.
more melodical, and Future's more like gets people going.
He's just a trap beat kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hype.
So, yeah. I guess
I'm
his
gonna
songs
say
of the week.
on edits.
Uh-huh.
Did you see the Sicko Mode music video?
The what?
The Sicko Mode music video.
Yeah. Oh my
Bro,
God.
the video is so good.
No,
Those
hey,
edits are
After this, the my song of the week by Boss, Fragrance. Go look at that because the editing and all is so. It's cool looking. It's different.
That's what's up.
I've never seen a music video like this, and or a video like this in general. It's very neat. But I guess we can move on to the next topic. We're running through this. We're only 10 minutes in, but we got plenty to talk about coming up because we're gonna get into Black Ops, and there's gonna be a lot to talk about there. So
A game I still have to buy.
all right. So next thing we're going to talk about is kind of what to expect from RVA coming soon. We're going to get into an announcement about another podcast at the end of this, so stay tuned for that. But on another note, soon I'm going to be uploading on a more consistent basis personally. Once I get I'm saving up to get a new PC because right now mine has been giving me issues with recording. I lost like 7.5 hours of footage So yeah, I was very upset about that because that was all very good footage. I'm thinking about. I want to get y'all's opinions on this too. I'm thinking about, you know how my higher quality videos that I did when I first started, obviously not visual wise, but editing wise, where it was like the Rainbow Six Siege videos and the other funny videos that were like a lot of, like, it took a lot of recording to just get a few like good clips. You know what I'm talking about? Like the first few videos I did. Yeah. I'm thinking about moving those videos for now to the RVA Gaming channel because those are like my better videos, and keeping my productions channel right now where I'm doing like playthroughs and other like easier to edit videos. You know what I mean? That I can just like quickly record and upload.
I got you.
What do y'all think about that?
I like it.
You know, I think it's going to bring more content to the RVA Gaming, so it'll get more traffic flowing through both channels, and those will be my higher quality videos. And hopefully, once I get a new capture card that's not like almost 10 years outdated, will be good to get higher quality videos visually. And once my new PC is here and done, we'll have better videos. Live streaming will happen because I want to live stream so bad. But my computer just can't handle it. So expect more videos on the RVA Gaming channel, another podcast which we'll talk about at the end, like I said. And
or can you hand me my wallet and the keys, please?
Hey Pete, we're in the middle of a podcast.
Shut the fuck up.
If you need to say something to somebody else, mute your mic.
You got a mute button for a reason.
I muted myself, but I unmuted myself.
So unprofessional.
I can tell you were an accident.
But yeah, that's what to expect from RVA Gaming. Also, before we get into the next topic, another thing we can expect soon.
Fuck?
God damn, Isaiah, you too, motherfucker.
My fault.
Another thing to expect once I get my new capture card, I think. Stevie, you'll be doing more content, right? Because you're gonna take the capture card I have now.
Christmas time and shit.
Yeah, and whatnot, and you'll probably even get yours. I think Christmas time, Griles will be starting to upload because he's got a bunch of equipment. He just doesn't have a capture card. Yeah, and so once we get all that, you're gonna have 3 channels or 4 channels even, because I'm running 2 right now that are gonna be uploading, and y'all will be helping upload to the RVA Gaming channel at that point some of the higher quality videos that we do. So expect that. And then summertime.
I need to get with you, Thomas, so you can teach me how to edit.
Yeah. Well, I'll get with you over Christmas break. And then when summertime hits, and even Christmas time, when that comes around, you're going to be getting some more trivias and other challenge videos when we're all together for a short period of time. And I'm going to try to record like 10 videos in bulk, so that's like 10 weeks right there, and that'll get us through most of the spring where we're apart. So you have that to look forward to with RVA Gaming. Stick around, you're gonna enjoy that. But other than that, we can get into our next topic, which is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. How do we feel about it? We like it, we love it, we hate it, we don't.
The time
Play
to
the
kill
beta,
needs to be
fun as hell.
fixed.
No, yeah, you only played the beta. You haven't done that. What'd you say, Pete?
I said the time to kill needs to be fixed.
Well, we'll talk about that in the multiplayer in a minute. The first thing I want to talk about, and I don't know that y'all have had that much on it yet, is zombies. Pete, I don't know how much you've played. Isaiah, I know you haven't played. Stevie,
I haven't touched it yet.
Stevie,
I heard zombies on it is so good.
Yeah. Well, some of it. Stevie, have you played it at all? I know you played it some, but have you really gotten into it at all?
I played it like 3 hours with you and Dylan.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
besides that, no, I have not.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it.
So 9. I think the map 9 is fantastic. I think it's one of the better zombies maps we'd have in a while.
It's easy to navigate.
It's easy to, like, we thought it was so big at first. It's so easy to navigate. The Easter egg is honestly not that hard. I mean, I say it's not that hard, but we could easily accomplish it if we tried. I think that we should do a video trying to do the Easter egg soon. Get me and three of us together and do that. I know Lex wants to do it, so We could get him on that because he's decent at zombies too. We need people that are decent because I tried doing it was.
He's thinking about changing his name.
Oh really? I'm down for him if he wants
Yeah.
to start playing with us more. That's fine by me. But yeah, I think 9 is great. Voyage of the Dead, I don't like. I don't think that's great. That good of a
Fuck
map.
that map.
I think, and I've seen a lot of people on Twitter talk about it too. How the rooms a lot of the rooms just look the same. It doesn't look appealing. It's, it's so damn long, and it's just not. You know what I mean? There's nothing to work towards as much there as it is on 9. So I can't really say much about it other than I've played it once, and then what people have said about it. I didn't enjoy it, not nearly as much as 9. I don't know. What did you think, Steven, when we played it that one time?
I don't know. It was really confusing to
Yeah.
navigate, and then it has those teleporters or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are kind of weird.
I kind of fuck with the teleporters though because of how long the map is. I like that they did that. They thought, but I don't know. Maybe we haven't played enough on it though to really make a good judgment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, compared to 9, my first time playing 9 compared to my first time playing Voyage of Despair? I think 9 was so much better. I think you agree with me in that since saying that, Stevie.
Mm-hmm. It's a smoother map.
Yeah, it really is, and it's I think it's a lot cooler than the whole Titanic feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a stadium, and
the Titanic. The idea is cool.
Yeah, but
I don't know,
how they went about it was just
cooler.
Yeah. And then there's the remake of what was it called? Why am I blanking on what it was called?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Is it Blood of the Dead? Is that what it is now?
Couldn't tell you.
All right. Well, one of them was called Blood of the Dead. Whether it's the one now or whether it was the one then. And Stevie, you haven't played the new version of it, have you?
Nope.
It is different. And I've played it like 3 times with Lex, and I got fucked up at the same part every time. So you start off in a new area, outside of the prison, and you got to get into the prison, and you got to go when you turn the power on, and you got to go around the outside turning the power on. Then you got to open up the catwalk, and when you open up the catwalk, a siren goes off, and you've got all these zombies swarming you. It's almost like you remember Left 4 Dead, whenever you get a car or something, and all of those zombies would swarm. That's how this is, and you got to go down this little almost 1 by 1, it might be 2 by 1 hallway. And you've got zombies reaching in from the side, slapping you, and it is difficult. I kept getting fucked up on that part. Lex was just run. I'm trying to run, motherfucker, but I can't do shit. And then you have to do some special stuff to unlock, because you have to turn on the power outside and inside. I don't know. It's wild. I don't know how to play that map yet. I got to put more hours into that, but they did a great job on 9. 9, fantastic. One of my favorite zombies maps they've made yet, honestly. Now I think this is something where most of us can all talk about. Isaiah maybe a little less, because I don't think he's played the multiplayer. But what do we all think of the multiplayer compared to the previous CODs?
I like it. I like it a lot. It's boots on the ground, but it's also fast paced, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
We need to stop putting dogs in Call of Duty.
I will say,
If it's not a kill streak, bro, I don't want it.
I will say, I think some of the specialists are definitely overpowered. The dog is one of them.
I like how they simplified them, though.
Yeah.
They simplified it a lot. Ruin, he doesn't have 2 gravity spikes. He has this single one.
Hammer, yeah, gravity hammer.
I mean, it does the same thing, though.
It does literally
the
the exact
but
same
it's
thing.
a different design. It does show that it went
So
back
instead of doing
in the
2,
history
just
for
does 1?
COD. Yeah, they'll jump up with 1 giant spike, pretty much.
What?
Also, the grappling hook is fun.
Yeah, I fucks
Yeah,
with the
that's
grappling
awesome.
hook.
Especially hitting like snipes. After,
But I like a lot of the non-kill specialists because like,
Mhm.
especially when you're playing like you're not playing a TDM, you're playing like a objective based game mode.
Yeah.
So like today I was running like I almost every day I run like different specialists when I'm doing OBJs. I started off doing Ruin a lot, and then I moved over to Crash. Then I did the one with the dog for, I think it's Nomad. I did that for like a day, and then I was like, yeah, no, I can't do the dog.
What was
it's
Nomad
too
originally?
overpowered. I forget what Nomad was
Nomad?
last year.
Did he have
had
like the
that-
goo
he had
trap
that
things?
gas.
The
Can
goo
he
trap.
like
Like,
respawn?
It's like
I'm not
you
tripping.
shot it at things. It was like flies or some shit, and it would.
Oh, the hives. The hives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I
one
think
could
that's what it
respawn
was.
like off that mist?
What
Which one
happened
got to like respawn
Spectre?
off the mist? Like they
Oh,
shit.
that
When
wasn't.
he died.
What was that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
forget.
that was
What
that
was
that revive jump.
Yeah. Is it Rejack? Rejack.
Yeah,
Rejack.
Reject. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm stupid.
Rejack. And then there was also Glitch. I loved Glitch. Glitch is all that I used on Black Ops 3.
Yeah. Oh, glitch was amazing.
Black Ops 4, what I was using today was actually the
Get off the fucking paint.
You don't.
That's
mute your
it.
fucking mic.
yeah. You gonna scream? Shut the fuck
My
up.
fault.
If you today I was using mostly the what is it? The one with the shield. You can put down like the barricade and
Oh, he's
the
a pain
thing.
in the ass.
Yeah, no, but like when you're playing OBJs, that shit, I put one down on B in firing
using
range, and we
Ajax?
took that shit right away.
Also,
yeah.
like Seraph's her like respawn beacon.
Yes,
Whatever she has,
I
that's really
used
nice.
that yesterday,
That's
and I was
really
enjoying
useful.
that. And another one I was using, what's his name? The one with the vision pulse,
Recon.
Recon. Recon's nice because you get the little, what are they called? I keep blanking on all the names. It's not vision pulse. It's the little darts he shoots out that you can see on the
Mhm,
mini
sensor
map.
dart.
Sensor dart. That's right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sensor Dart.
So I don't know. Originally I was very against the specialists being back, but I think most of them are pretty well balanced, except for like the dog, and I'm sure there's another one that's not. I think there's another one that's not that well balanced. It may be just the dog.
Wait, so what did happen to Vector? Or not Vector, Spectre, right? That was his
Spectre?
name? The guy that
He's
had
just not around
the-
yet.
Spectre
Remember, they went back in
had, like,
time, so they're going to be
night
less
shit,
advanced.
or
He turned
invisible.
invisible.
So yeah, so they don't have
Yeah.
active camo now. Or what was his other thing? Slasher.
Yeah.
See, that was
That
another
knife
thing.
or whatever.
The active camo was my
Sword.
thing. though.
Yeah, active
I love
camo and
that.
glitch was all I used. But
Glitch was easy to
counter.
counter, though.
Well, so was
for the most
active
part,
camo.
'cause you-
At first, active camo was
Well,
difficult,
sure.
but then as it went on, like they made it much easier to counter. You could see him a lot easier.
I feel like Ruin is harder to get multi kills with this year because like on Black Ops 3 you could like wall run or whatever and
Yeah.
look and like get like above them and see, okay, I'm gonna jump right here.
Well, now
Well-
you
This
have
year
the,
you have
Well,
to-
now you have the
you
grappling
have to
hook.
be at 'em.
But the thing with that
Yeah.
is you have to time it just right.
Yeah.
One thing that I learned like just today with the grappling hook is that you can when you're grappling, you can press A so you can jump out of the grappling hook and it jumps you up.
Oh, that's clutch.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I learned that today.
Did not know that.
Yeah. So what you do is, if you want to like grappling hook to somebody and gravity hammer before they can like kill you, grapple hook as you're getting close, jump, and your momentum will carry you towards them. And as you're in the air,
Yeah.
do your bumpers and
Yeah.
gravity
Gotcha.
hammer them. Yeah, I learned that today. I was playing and
His ability.
I jumped one time, like I pressed A one time, and it like sent me flying up in the air. I was like, all right, that's hype. So.
What's it called? His ability does remind me a lot of. Well, obviously, I don't think any of you play Overwatch. The Widowmaker.
I know. I think I know of the
She-
Widowmaker. I know what you're talking about, but doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't
like
that pull
she-
people
she
to
has
it
the,
to her?
No,
Oh, it doesn't.
she could only grapple to places, but her momentum would carry her over stuff, and you could
Mm.
hit some pretty nice snipes.
I do think I'm mixed about the kill time and the 150 health. One, I like it because like you have to be skilled to win a gunfight. You know what I mean? It's not it's not always based off of first shot like it has been lately. Especially World War II was very big on that. You get the first shot, you're gonna win that gunfight for the most part.
That game was trash.
Well, it's no. I mean, I
It
enjoyed
was.
World War II. I liked going back to it. The sniping too.
I like going back to it, but I didn't like the game.
But
like, I like the
alright,
idea. And
World War II was
graphics
good,
and
but the
strategy.
replay value on it was not that great. They didn't come out with enough maps
no.
at the beginning, so that lost
The
a lot
maps
of
were
people.
too much of the same
Or
and too
team
linear, in my
modes.
opinion.
Well, actually, they added prop hunt.
Yeah, I liked Prop Hunt. When Prop Hunt came, I started playing it for a little bit again. But it was just one thing that Call of Duty, especially like the Call of Duties that are considered like the good ones, have done that have kept viewers, or not viewers, but kept players, is not only have they been like good multiplayer, but they've looked good. You know what I mean? You look at all the Black Opses. Even Black Ops 1. All the Black Opses,
Like
they've
the
had
scenery.
vibrant colors. They've had good aesthetic colors. Even like the Modern Warfares, some of the maps had good colors. You had your occasional map that wasn't that great with colors, but I mean, one map's not gonna kill a fucking game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a difference in like the areas you'd be into.
Yeah.
For like say like Black Ops, you had like jungles, you had
Yeah.
like cliff sides of mountains and all this shit.
and
Sure, this
and you can even be in
area
cities
different.
too, like it is.
Yeah.
And like with World War II, a lot of the maps were so damn like gray and gloomy, which I understand. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's Europe and it's wartime. And do they have any Midwest map or not Midwest? Sorry,
Africa.
Middle Eastern.
no, not Middle Eastern. What is it called?
African.
No, I'm talking about like out in Japan and the islands.
Oh.
No, I don't think they did.
See,
No,
that
it's
would
because
that would have been neat to have. You know what I mean?
like Okinawa.
Yeah.
And like Battlefield 1, they were in the same setting, but they made their maps pop, in my opinion. Like their maps were so beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's also Battlefield.
I was gonna say Battlefield, but
they
Battlefield's
also
always
have
had like
different-
good maps. They've always
Yeah,
had
that's
good looking
their-
maps.
Whole thing is, well, I mean, sometimes they make them too linear, and there's like no pushing after a certain point.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
a lot of the time, there's always some unique way to play it. Like, and you don't have to play it the same way, whether it's sniping or if you're being super, what is it? I guess up close.
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
And there's a lot of skill in those games as well, just because of everything that's in it.
What do you think about the new? Have y'all played Control that much?
Oh no.
No,
Really? I love
been
Control.
playing hardcore.
I dropped like I think a 57 on Control yesterday, and just like 3 or 4 games of playing it when I was playing pubs by myself. But I really like Control. I don't know. Y'all don't follow esports as much, do you? With Call of Duty.
No.
See, Call of Duty esports is what's like brought me into esports, and it's really I don't watch that much esports, but Call of Duty is like the main one like I follow, and they're talking about replacing like Hardpoint or something with Control, which I think would be interesting. And also they switched it over to 5v5. I don't know if you heard about that, but that was like the whole debate about going into this year because all the teams would have to find at least one more player or build like around 2 or 3 players and bring in new players. And so there's going to be less orgs this upcoming year because, you know what I mean? There's less, there's only so many players of high quality. But I think what the CWL, which is the Call of Duty World League, did to counter that of orgs being, leaving the scene in Call of Duty is they brought in an amateur league this upcoming year. So they're going to have like an amateur circuit. So you're going to have smaller teams that have never been heard of before, as well as teams that have been in the top tiers or in the upper tiers for the pro leagues that are going to be now in the amateur circuit. So it's going to be interesting this upcoming year. I think this is going to be, I think Black Ops 4, in all honesty, especially like multiplayer in terms of multiplayer, I think it's bringing back Call of Duty, honestly. the multiplayer aspect of it. This one is. I think it's enjoyable. I, for once, am able to play pubs by myself, and that's something I've had an issue with in the last few Call of Duties. I could never play pubs by myself. This, I'll hop on. If no one's on, that's fine. I'm going to play Black Ops 4 pubs. Like, it's not as much of an issue as it used to be. So, now we can get to the bread and butter of why I think this, or what ties this whole Call of Duty together and what makes it, personally, in my opinion, the best Call of Duty they've come out with yet as a game. Not necessarily the best multiplayer, but the best game. You know what I mean? In a whole. Mm-hmm. And it's Blackout. What do y'all think of Blackout?
I don't like their armor system. Love it. They need to work.
Armor system can be tweaked, but besides that, overall,
I agree. I think with the armor system,
and picking up items.
See, no, well, I see. All right, here's all right. Let's do the items thing first.
Well, if you're going onto a different platform,
I think all right. Picking up items first, you can change it in your settings. So we all play on Xbox. For PC people,
yeah. Like tapping or whatever.
PC people, like, they're gonna have it a little bit easier. Xbox wise and PlayStation wise, there's a setting where you can make it so you tap. I think tapping, it's, now that we can tap, I don't have as much of an issue with it. You can, for the most part, you can put attachments on, you can do perks, you can set up meds, you can do everything through the quick thing on your D-pad while you're running. So they've done well there. Looting dead people, that is, I mean, I've gotten to the point where it's not as much of an issue, but it could be better. It could definitely be better because you're cycling through everything. You can't.
Thing is, like, it's not like listed for you like PUBG does, or even like there's not a like you drop everything like in
Fortnite.
What is it? Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite, or even I guess H1Z1 has a really well done like drag and drop system.
Yeah, I think
but
that
with this you have to cycle through everything horizontally, and it's not just vertically shown.
And
if you drop an item, you're not picking it back up.
Oh no, yeah, you gotta back all the way up and then come back out.
Look right at it. It's just a pain.
Yeah.
that's my main pet peeve with that looting.
It's like in Halo, if you drop the gun by accident into a pile.
You can say goodbye to that thing.
The pile.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But I think I think that I don't know. I could see and understand how the like if they had a looting system more like PUBG, I could see how that would be better like overall. But I think what they were going for is that, you remember, Call of Duty wants this to be a fast-paced game. You know what I mean? A game mode. You know what I mean? Because Call of Duty's always been, a little bit more quicker pace than a lot of games of the shooting and FPS and whatnot. And I think that what they're trying to do is that you can. They want you to be able to cycle through and not have to take up the whole screen where you can't see around you. And you know what I mean? So you can see if someone's running right at you from in front, or if you get shot at, it's easy to back out. You don't have to press B and wait for it to react and then move. You know what I mean? You can instantly start moving.
Regard, I mean, you still have to, like, if you watch like anybody who like streams like on a regular, like if you watch anyone, Ninja, Shroud, I don't care, like who it is, Choco Taco, anyone, you see how quickly they drag and drop.
Yeah, like, but that's on PC. That's different.
They drag it. I know that, but I'm saying like, for like even when I play like games like PUBG, or anything like that, like I've learned to loot what I need, and how to, even if I don't have a drag and drop, like you understand like the process of it, and you get to a point where, like how Shroud does, that there's a delay from when it gets to your inventory and when it's moved from the ground, just because you're picking up these items so quickly. But the fact, like, if you kill a bunch of people in, like, the same area, and you have to go individually to pick out these bodies, and you're cycling through, and then you drop something, it's gone. Like, there's no easy proxy that you can just be like, oh, okay, it's at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, I agree. Especially right now, if they could do that to where it's like at the end of the bag, or it's where the guns are, because it does have an order in what is like in the bag of the dead person. There is an order. You know what I mean? You have like your guns, your meds, your attachment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they could put it there with the guns, or put it at the end, whatnot, you know what I mean? That would be a lot better than having to like back all the way up and then slowly inch to where you can get it. You know that.
Yeah.
And we can move on to armor. I think they definitely patched it to where the level 3 armor isn't as bad as it was in the beta. Because in the beta, Pete, you didn't play the beta, did you?
No.
See,
I didn't
but
get a chance to.
Stevie, you played it. I know, Isaiah, you played it too, right?
Yeah.
And if y'all remember, the level 3 armor was God mode. Like, if you got level 3 armor, you were
For
almost
real.
guaranteed a win. So now I think they've kind of changed it. But the issue with the armor right now is that if Call of Duty wants to have this a fast flowing game, and we talked about this the other day, Stevie, in the group chat, you brought this up. If you Call of Duty, which wants to have a fast flowing game, especially on Pete, we can hear
Sorry
that.
if you can hear
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll lower it in a second.
It's good. Hold up. What was I saying? All right. Especially if Call of Duty wants to have a fast-paced battle royale, I think they need to add in a way where going for kills benefits your armor. Like, you know what I mean? Whether you can repair it. Because right now, if you kill somebody, unless you're getting headshots, you're damaging their armor. If you're getting hit, you're losing your armor or damaging your own armor. And it's just, they're not, it's for them wanting to make a fast paced game mode of battle royale, and the armor is going to break like that, and you're going to be left with no armor after a gunfight, or low armor that's going to break in the next gunfight. It's just it's not ideal, you know what I mean? So you got anything to add on that, Stevie? Any opinions or
No,
ideas?
you pretty hit like the key points.
Anything else for you, Stevie, on Blackout? Good, bad?
I put a lot of hours into it. I mean, not a lot, but others like
Didn't you play it like all night the other night?
I played it for like a whole night with.
Yeah, because
I got like 19.
Yeah, because you.
But, I don't know. It's just.
I know I got a
Just all
Snapchat before I
on
went to sleep
blurs.
of you getting a win, and then I got a Snapchat when I woke up the next morning from like an hour before I woke up where you got a win, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this man stayed up all night playing.
Yeah, we had a lot of bad luck with like COD time and like.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
And like the armor what's really screwed us up. The armor screwed us up.
But
So we get in a gunfight. Like, all right, cool. We got 3 kills, but we have no armor anymore. And neither do they. Like,
I
it's
think
fucked.
tonight's gonna be one of those nights like that. Oh, what, Pete?
There is I feel like there should be more of a skill gap between players and less of it just being based upon what loot you manage to find.
I mean, but that's how all battle royales are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I understand that, but I meant it. Even if they as it is right now, it's literally just based upon who finds armor first. Because
no.
you can get away.
I mean,
You can get away
I've
real easy though.
won gunfights. Okay, bless you. I've won gunfights on where I've had no armor and the other person has level 3 armor. You know what I mean? If you've got skill, you know how to play it. Like, I don't think that's as much of an issue right now. I think they buff the armor to where it's not as much of an issue as it used to be. I just think when it comes to... Maybe I had to sneeze again? I think when it comes to being able to maintain armor throughout a match, that's where the problem is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But speaking of having an almost all-nighter, I have a feeling we're going to have another one tonight. I'll definitely be recording most of the night, at least 2 or 3 episodes worth, to have go up this weekend, so they should be up by the time this podcast is up. Red Dead 2.
It is here.
Huh?
It's finally here.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking forward to that. I am. Oh, just how people have been talking about that have already gotten to play it are saying that it's like it's so ambitious the way that the characters in the game remember your actions and whatnot. Like, what were they? They were talking about how like you can go into a bar one night, get into a bar fight, and then
You come back the next day, they'll be like, hey, I don't want any more trouble from you.
yeah, and they'll
Kinda
like remember it and shit.
the Telltale games.
Yeah,
How that works out.
yeah, but like that, you've got like specific options and whatnot. This is like, you know what I mean? This is like, there's so many just random things you could do.
Person.
Yeah, which I think
So, like,
is
Fallout.
crazy.
Was it
Yeah,
like New Vegas? No, not New Vegas. Fallout 3, where you could just blow up a town the first like 30 minutes of the game.
I never,
Activate the bomb.
I never played any of the Fallouts. I'll be playing this one coming up and recording that, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, definitely Red Dead.
I'm not excited for the new one.
I think
but
it's gonna be
Red Dead
good.
looks good. I'll have to wait.
Yeah.
for anything else. Well, just because I played the alpha for 76, and then I got to play the beta
Okay.
too, and I was just like, yeah, no.
It wasn't that great.
No, like it's literally like the Dark Zone in the Division meets Fallout.
Really?
That's the best way I can describe it.
Jesus.
I don't even know. I never
What
played the
did
Division.
you
What is
do?
the Dark Zone?
The Dark Zone is an area of the map where there's PvP available, and basically you can find different items, loot that you like evac
Oh,
to
but
wherever. And there's not evacing in Fallout, but like if you die in Fallout 76, whatever's not equipped, you lose. Like it's a little baggie, like a lunch baggie. That
isn't
sits on the ground.
this Fallout like the PvP is like you have to shoot at somebody and it won't initiate PvP unless they shoot back?
No, it's
What was that? I thought I heard a game that was
the-
coming out. I was like that.
I forgot the system they used. It's like VATS, I think. Is that the slow motion
Yeah, that's like,
system they use?
yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same. It doesn't slow down time anymore because it's on like a server, like filled with other players.
Uh huh.
It just helps your aim for the most part. So if you want to use VATS, and you have to like work quick with it.
I'm not talking about aim
Yeah,
though.
you'll be
I'm talking
fine.
about like I thought they were talking about, or I heard something where it was like for PvP to initiate, for you to go versus another player.
Oh,
You have to shoot them and it won't initiate, but once they shoot back is when it initiates. Does that make sense?
No. In the alpha and no, I know what you're talking about. In the alpha and the beta, like for the Division's Dark Zone,
Mm-hmm.
it worked how like if you started to attack another player, you would be marked as rogue,
Okay.
and that rogue would go on for a certain amount of time, like however many players you killed in the Dark Zone.
So it's almost like what they added in on GTA,
put up,
like where
like
all right,
there's
your sanity
there's
meter or whatever.
you'll be marked.
Yeah.
You'll be marked like on the map as well,
Mhm.
and there's gonna be bounties for you in
Mhm.
76. And that just changes depending on the amount of people you've killed. But yeah, like PvP starts at level 5.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing I
And,
think that is going to be pretty neat about Fallout is that it's going to be completely like cooperative, missions wise.
Oh yeah. Well, there's quests, but they're not really like there's no AI
Yeah.
pretty much. There's nobody you talk to for a specific quest. You
Mhm.
find the recordings and so on, and
Mhm.
you just go off of that for the most part, or
I like
listen to the radio.
I like how we started. This segment was supposed to be about Red Dead, and we ended up talking about Fallout. Back to Red Dead real quick. What is the John Marston? Is he the main character in this one? I haven't like looked at it as much. I didn't think so. Is it his son? Right?
Yeah.
That's what I
Wait,
thought.
doesn't he die at the end?
Who?
no?
His son or John
First
Marston?
Red Dead.
Yeah, John Marston
The first Red
died.
Dead, John Marston dies.
Yeah.
The main
Yeah.
character of Red Dead Redemption 2 is Arthur or whatever.
Oh, it's a completely new guy.
It's Arthur Morgan. He's part of the gang,
Uh huh.
but he's not John Marston.
I wonder how people are gonna get attached to this dude because I don't know if anyone could get attached to this guy like they did John Marston. John Marston was just that dude. You know what I mean? He was that guy.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Well,
I
like,
think it
with
completely
the whole
depends on
thing
your play
with-
style of it.
Yeah, the
'Cause
whole
if
thing
you're a
with John
piece of shit,
Marston.
True.
What are you saying?
I mean, yeah.
But like John Marston, he was all about like getting redemption for his past or whatever. Like
Mhm.
he was feeling bad about what he did. This guy Arthur Morgan even says in trailers like he loves doing this fucking
Really?
vandalizing gang shit. Like he loves it. But you can also play it how you want to. So you can play him being a nice guy, but it's set up to be like he loves being part of the gang.
Huh.
And he's like he's Dutch's second hand man. Like he's right there below him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's gonna be a good game. Do you think it'll top Red Dead Redemption, the original one?
It's hard to say because people love that game and
Mm-hmm.
it's been with them for a while. We'll just have to see.
I think it has the potential for
Only time will
sure.
tell. Oh yeah, for
No
sure.
doubt, it has the potential.
There's more to it. So,
Mhm.
I feel like it
people
will because
play
there's
it
more of a market.
But here's the thing:
Yeah.
a lot of times sequels haven't lived up to the hype, though. You look at if you look at what
Well,
Red Dead came
Deadpool
out.
2 did great.
I was gonna say, if you look at Red Dead Redemption: Undead Nightmare, that flopped.
Yeah.
But that was like a little
That was a
spin-off
DLC.
thing.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
It was
DLC.
no, it was a completely different standalone game.
Was it?
Yeah, because
I
me and my
remember
brother
playing
went
that
out and
game,
bought it.
like, it was like a 2 disc. It
No,
was like a 2 disc disc. Why do I keep saying desk? 2 discs.
no. Me and my
So
brother.
I got a desk. For
Yeah,
my
no.
Xbox.
Me and my brother went out to GameStop. It was back still on the Xbox 360, but we went out and bought the game, the disc.
Okay, but what Rockstar game is flop besides like that one?
Yeah.
Being like it's
I
still a
know.
spin-off in my opinion. Like it's not like
No,
just
I
a full,
agree.
like, new idea.
I agree.
Yeah.
It was literally like, it pretty much was like a DLC, but it made it into its own game. I don't even think it was $60.
No.
They have an almost unlimited budget for this game. Like, you
Yeah.
know how much money GTA 5 made them? Like, it's ridiculous.
Exactly.
And plus,
That shit
they
crazy.
have the money off of. I feel like they would have the money off of the original Red Dead though, which obviously made them a ton of money
Well,
too.
that yeah.
And then they have
I
the
mean,
money
Let's
that's
just go on and say that when it comes to a AAA game title, like
Rockstar is the most consistent in my
Oh,
opinion. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
they just
No
always
doubt.
have
Oh, yeah.
they're ridiculous when it comes to
Yeah.
like putting in
They
money.
don't even go to
into certain
E3 because they don't
games.
need to.
Yeah.
Like, everybody knows their shit's going to be amazing.
I will
You
say
already-
though,
Exactly.
who made the Spider-Man game?
Sony.
Sony.
Sony,
Sony did
yeah.
a good job with open world. That open world, it may have topped any of the Rockstar open worlds that have come out so far. We'll see about Red Dead, but just the fact that they were able to recreate all of Manhattan, that is crazy.
Yeah, like a 1-to-1 scale,
Yeah, like that is wild.
and they
And-
stayed true to the comics.
Yeah,
on top of
and
that for the most
not
part.
only visually wise were they like able to recreate Manhattan, it looked good too. Like the
Oh, no,
PlayStation
it
was,
It was
yeah,
literally just like
yeah.
what's it called?
But, I mean-
what was the last really good Spider-Man game to come out? Spider-Man 2, I think.
I don't know,
Yeah, Spider-Man 2.
but like, what I'm saying is for such a large open world map, the visuals were good. Like it wasn't very laggy for any of the things that I saw.
Yeah.
So
The only dangerous thing about open world games is that they tend to be repetitive, as when it comes to
Look at Sea of
either
Thieves.
side missions or stuff like that. Well, yeah, but I mean, Sea of Thieves, I feel like was supposed to be more of a thing like you and your friends make the adventure.
Yeah.
Like it's always come off as that.
I
type of
mean,
game.
we're
you
all
make the
pretty
adventure,
boring,
but
so-
like, what can you work off of though to make that adventure? There's not
Yeah.
a lot in
No,
that
no, I
game to
understand
work
what
off
you
of.
mean. I mean, it was fun while like it lasted. It was a fun.
It was
filler
fun
game.
for,
I
like,
think
the
it
first
just
8
came out
hours.
at a bad time too.
hmm
Because what else
Yeah.
came around it?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't remember.
like
I just know
I don't think
we
any
played it
game
for like
came
8
out-
hours
I would
straight,
think-
and we didn't play it anymore.
Yeah.
PUBG.
Well, no,
I
I don't think it was a bad
PUBG
time. I think it was a
too.
good time for it to come out because it was around when it was in the spring, so there weren't a lot of games
well,
coming
PUBG
out
came
then.
out in the spring. That's
Well,
the thing.
Yeah,
Well, but that's
PUBG,
PUBG.
PUBG came out like a week before it, I think.
True. But if you remember, PUBG had so many issues. It still has issues.
Oh yeah. No, but they've come a long way from people who've had it since the beginning. Like,
I know.
I
We've all
can
had it since the beginning.
shit's fucking ridiculous.
I guess we can move on to our final little topic and announcement before we get into our outro and saying goodbye. Is we have an announcement. If I haven't said an announcement enough times, we have an announcement. And it's involving myself and RVA Fury, aka Stevie, and a couple other guys that you have yet to meet, but you will meet soon enough. We're going to be starting a sports podcast talking about NCAA sports, NFL sports, you name it. You know, we're going to be talking about it for the most part. We'll have guests on talking about specific sports, probably like Monarch coming in talking about hockey when it's hockey season, and other people coming in talking about different things at different times. Maybe even Olympics time, we'll bring in RVA Undead for swimming and whatnot. So
Swimming.
look forward to that. Other than
Wait, isn't
that,
it the Winter Olympics next though?
no, that's yeah, but this is like
summer.
way down the road.
Summer 2020, isn't it?
Yep, I don't know.
Summer's 2020.
Yeah,
I don't know.
2020.
But we need to go ahead and wrap this up because I have noise in the background. So, if you enjoyed, leave a like, yada, yada, yada. This has been RVA Productions, a.k.a. Thomas. You heard where to follow me at. I was joined by RVA Dominius, a.k.a. Pete, RVA Fury, a.k.a.
Hi.
Stevie, and RVA Redemption, a.k.a. Isaiah. We'll see you later.
Links in the description.
Peace.